teman-teman, selamat datang kembali di 15 Menitan, official podcast by Bingung, di mana kita membagi cerita generasi muda yang masih berjuang untuk masa depan mereka dan masa depan Indonesia. Seperti biasa, di sini ada host kalian Stefan dan ada co-host aku Nia. Hai Nia.
Halo semuanya.
Seperti biasa kita bakal menemani kalian dalam waktu 15 menit ke depan. Nah, today we have a really exciting guest ya, and she, nih the first clue, she comes from one of the most requested uni yang kita pernah, ya mungkin semua orang pasti tahu sih.
Tanyain di Instagram.
Orang tahu. Iya, kita tanya di Instagram kayak, kalian mau dapat guest dari uni mana? Kita langsung tahu. Ini pasti muncul gitu loh, kayak every single time. Kamu mau spill nggak nih? Dia muncul dari mana?
Ya sebenarnya aku yakin aku ngomongin juga pasti langsung pada ngeh sih ini universitas mana, karena ini adalah University of Oxford guys. Ya siapa yang nggak ngerti university ini? Oke, jadi mungkin ketika kita ngomongin Oxford ya, mungkin ya Oxford ada di Oxford, cuman who behind the podcast, this podcast episode itu ini kayak juga sebenarnya satu hal yang mungkin kalian juga udah pada tahu, karena yang kita undang kali ini adalah influencer yang sangat ternama sih sebenarnya di YouTube. That's the second clue ya Steph berarti.
Ya, udah langsung aja lah. Daripada kita berlama-lama lagi
langsung aja lah.
Welcome Kezia Tanesha atau 15
Kezia
Menitan.
Tanesha.
Halo. Hai
tadi
semuanya.
Udah senyum-senyum pas dibilang.
Halo.
How's life there? Is everything's good with the COVID restriction and stuff?
Yes, everything is good. Sekarang lagi spring nih di United Kingdom, di UK. Tapi entah kenapa weathernya masih 1 degree Celsius gitu ya. Jadi tiap hari nih kadang-kadang suka snow. Padahal ini spring tapi nggak kayak spring gitu. So very cold, but I'm very good now. Very healthy and happy.
Good. Really happy to, happy is the most important part. Karena underrated kan.
Yes.
Okay. I think all of our audience kayak, at least most of them know you kan from your YouTube channel and what you're always sharing your career di YouTube and then Instagram and so on. And mungkin kita dalam waktu 45-60 menit ke depan kita bakal ngobrol tentang gimana sih pengalamanmu di Oxford, and then how's your journey, how you get into Oxford kan, kayak a lot of people really want to go to Oxford, and then feel kayak gimana sih Oxford. Kita we'll talk a lot about that, and also about your personal dreams and aspiration. So the first thing that I really want to discuss, we want to talk about is, kamu dari mana sih kok nyampe Oxford ceritanya?
Maybe I will start with like kenapa aku mau studi di luar negeri kali ya. Awal I think it was when I was like 9 years old or something. I already knew that I really wanted to study abroad. Jadi aku dari kecil udah kayak, wah aku pengen banget, pokoknya gak kepengen uni di Indo. For some reason tuh kayak di hati aku udah kekeh banget gitu. Kenapa? Karena kayaknya at that point I was very like enak sama edukasi sistem di Indo. Jadi pas itu tuh aku lagi kayak enak banget ngafalin mulu gitu kan, kayak banyak kalau tes tuh suruh isilah dan lain sebagainya. Terus aku tuh definitely not a memorization person, bukan anak hafal sama sekali. So I was listening to a lot of stories from my friends yang studying abroad. Jadi at that point I think my brother, so koko aku juga lagi study in Singapore. And he told me a lot of like great stories, and it just like so intriguing to me how you can learn a whole new different culture, how you can just live in an entirely different country by yourself and becoming more independent, and then the education system as well, how different it is. And I just want to learn that. That's why I just really wanted to go for that route. And I grew up in a very amazing family. So my dad, my mom, my brother, they're all like my lifelong role models, kind of. They're very intelligent, they're hardworking, they're such good leaders in their fields. And they kind of taught me how to be like more confident and to dream big. And at that point, dream big means they encourage me to benar-benar strive for the best. And, you know, Oxford is like the top universities at that point. And I was just like, okay, if I want to strive for the best, then let's apply to Oxford gitu. So that's how it started. It was just like, okay, coba-coba aja lah. That's my dream school, coba-coba. So I applied. I did not expect to get in, obviously. But here we are.
Meledak sekali teman-teman ya.
No, of course. I did not the slightest bit expect to get in. Tapi I guess dreams do come true. So yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like every single thing in my life, they kind of accumulate. Like they're like my building blocks gitu. Jadi they kind of shape me into who I am today. And maybe those experiences are the ones that got me into Oxford. So I'm just really grateful for everything. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really touching actually story. Tapi kayak one really remarkable for me itu kayak you mentioned kayak you were 9 years old even kan waktu ketika kamu kepingin have that big dream. Kayak kamu udah enak with a lot of things that you experience in Indo kan. 9 years old kayak kita tuh di mana waktu-waktu di mana most of us masih belum kepikiran mau itu cuma main doang kan. Kayak sekolah it's not even a thing gitu. Saya kayak sekolah tapi ya udah sekolah aja gitu kan. Terus kenapa gitu. And you only like think what do I want to do in the next couple years, and it's really remarkable. Sure.
Yeah.
And then ketika kamu apply Oxford and you just mentioned you want to strive for the best kan. Do you have any kayak specific, kan sekarang kamu kuliah engineering and Oxford, is it like always the thing that you really always want to study engineering, or like there's a lot of journey that leads to this kind of decision?
Well, I know that I'm good at maths and physics. Terus I honestly can't imagine myself doing something else other than engineering. Kayak aku nggak bisa kayak bikin essay terus menerus gitu kalau misalnya kayak nih ya gitu belajar belajar di
social science
pasti ya social science pasti humanities gitu aku udah gak bisa. Aku pengen kerjainnya something yang math, something yang problem solving. I remember dulu tuh sering kalau misalnya kayak pergi ke hotel gitu ke luar negeri atau ke luar kota sama papa mamaku, papaku tuh selalu ambil notepad yang ada di dalam kamar hotelnya. Terus dia bakal bikin puzzle for me and my brother. Dia bakal bikin kayak crosswords atau enggak kayak word search atau enggak tambah-tambahan atau quizzes gitu. Dan aku ingat itu adalah kayak hal kecil kan in my life. Tapi it kind of makes me think. I think that's one of the reasons why I really enjoy puzzles, why I really enjoy problem solving. Terus I find engineering to be like the best fit for me gitu.
Wow. Dari kecil ya memang berarti kayak secara nggak langsung kamu udah ter-expose to this kind of things kan.
Honestly, my family affect me a lot. I have to be very honest here. Kayak, yeah.
Hello there. Thank you for listening to our podcast. Would you help us grow by clicking the subscribe and notification button? Please. Thank you. And now back to the episode.
A very good environment to grow lah ya istilahnya. Actually ini teman-teman juga mungkin banyak yang belum tahu kalau Kezia ini tuh bisa apply Oxford dengan langsung ya dari SMA langsung ke S1 di luar negeri. So maybe you can tell us kayak a bit journey of that, karena kan kita tahu kalau misal mau daftar ke luar negeri nggak bisa pakai ijazah Indo kan, harus pakai A-level or beberapa dari itu.
So benar banget kata Nia, gak bisa pakai ijazah nasional kita. It's very sad really, but makanya harus research yang banyak dari sekarang. Kalau teman-teman sekarang mungkin di SMP atau SMA gitu, harus langsung research gitu kalau mau keluar negeri. Karena most of them don't accept ijazah Indonesia. So you have to take A-levels atau IB atau SAT atau do a foundation gitu untuk bisa bridge you into that university. Dulu aku itu daftar ke Oxford sama ke other universities pas di semester awal kelas 12. Aku ingat banget SMA kelas 3 tuh stress-stressnya. Lagi apply online, pakai A-level aku. Jadi karena aku di penabur internasional, so I use A-levels. Habis itu aku juga ada written test, so it was like tes kompetensi gitu. It was maths and physics, and I remember it was so difficult. Bener-bener tesnya tuh kayak I couldn't even understand the question, dan at that point I knew that I wouldn't get in gitu, kayak aku udahlah papa mama aku nggak bakal masuk gitu kan. Tapi ternyata masuk ternyata masuk ke lolos ke tahap selanjutnya, which is an academic interview. So this is like the last step. Kinda academic interviewnya juga very stressful. I remember my principal, jadi kepala sekolah aku tuh sampai bantuin aku banget. She lent me her room, so I was doing the interview in her room with her Ethernet cable biar wifi-nya smooth banget. Terus my IT teacher juga nungguin gitu di luar. And it was just like the interview was me and two professors, I think. And then they asked me a lot of maths questions. I have to like draw a graph, and then I have to have my whiteboard at the back. Terus harus gambar-gambar depan mereka. And I remember the questions were like really difficult as well. But I think from that interview, I realized that they don't expect you to know the answers right away. Jadi pas you denger questionnya tuh langsung kayak jawab, tahu apa nih jawabannya. But what they're looking for is like how you think. So they want to know whether you
The
can
thinking
grow.
process kan, how you reach.
Yeah, your thinking process. Yeah, they want to know how you solve that problem. Karena itu, just trust me, all the questions that they will give you, it's all just like you've never heard of that before. It will just blow your mind. You wouldn't know how to answer it at the first place. Tapi you just need to articulate your thoughts. Terus nanti mereka bakal give you hints and stuff as well. And then if you can actually grow and they see that you in the end bisa dapat jawabannya, they will like that daripada you langsung tahu jawabannya gitu. So, but I guess like Oxford is not for everyone, right? So even though Oxford is like one of the top schools, but it has their own system and it's definitely not for everyone. So if you don't get into Oxford, or if you didn't get through that interview process, that must have meant that you just don't fit into that system gitu.
How does it differ though? Kayak saya kita juga punya beberapa guests that study in UK kan, and kayak, what does make Oxford different than any other university in UK in general?
I think it's the term. So how we have a tutorial system, and the tutorial system is when jadi ada lecture kan, semua tempat kan ada lecture, tapi kita juga ada tutorial in which it's like one professor and 2 students. So it's very like private. It's like a private lesson, and you bener-bener bukan kayak di dalam kelas sama 10 orang gitu, jadi you bisa diam aja, nggak usah ngomong gitu kan. Ini nggak, you have to talk, you have to explain to them what you're lacking atau nggak, apa yang lu tuh lagi kesusahan gitu, and they will know everything about your progress. So I really like the tutorial system. Terus juga the second difference is the term. Jadi term kita tuh ada 3 per tahun, dan satu termnya cuma 8 minggu, 2 bulan. So in 1 year, your effective study time is only 6 months. Terus 6 months-nya itu kayak holiday.
Setengahnya doang.
Yeah. Makanya.
Oh. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, well, when you mention kayak tentang the attention that this professor give to you, I mean that's really unique though, karena a lots of case kayak di uni kan, the professor just give the talks, they give the lecture.
Yeah.
And even though a lot of them actually open if you want to ask questions, they don't give like specific timing for you. Karena kalau kalian datang buat ke professor I want to ask this, they definitely will help, and a lot of them will help. Tapi not in the sense that they will really help you grow in that sense.
Iya, benar. Makanya itu juga yang aku suka dari Oxford sih. That tutorial system is very helpful. Benar-benar. Aku awalnya takut loh kalau mau tutorial system tuh aku sampai berdoa dulu. karena benar-benar it's very transparent kan. Kayak you cannot hide anything. They will know, and they're like really really experienced professors. They're probably the one that write your book or something. So you're talking to someone that wrote the book that you're reading from. So it's kind of like very intimidating sometimes. And at first I was really scared, tapi sekarang udah biasa sih. Jadi I just find it enjoyable.
Cool. And if we're not wrong, kamu juga selama di Oxford you have the support from the Jordan Scholarship ya, and that's one of the most prestigious scholarship in UK kan. Kayak, how did you get it? I mean, I believe it's really hard to get into, right?
Yeah, I think they give scholarships to students that want to apply to Oxford atau Cambridge. Sekitar 13 orang per tahun dari seluruh Asia. So it was really competitive, and I knew about it, tapi I had to apply karena pas I kasih tau my dad nih I mau apply ke Oxford, he was like, mungkin papa harus jual rumah kali ya. karena I'm being honest right here, because like my dad really can't afford two of his children. Kan both of us, my brother and I, we are gonna study in the UK, and UK's living cost is like crazy. So my dad is really like, okay, can you apply for scholarship? Maybe you will get it, and it will just be like, it will mean that I won't have to like sell anything. So And obviously I don't want them to eat grass or something, right? And then I study here, so I applied for Jarian scholarship, and it was great. Jarian scholarship is amazing. They are full scholarship. They gave me like flight tickets. They gave me pocket money. Terus the best thing is that they don't have bonds. So after I graduate nanti, I don't need to like work for them. So I literally just like can do whatever I want. So it's really
It's actually
cool.
just pure charity from them kan. Jadi
Yeah. I don't know how they do it, but they're amazing. Yeah, you have to apply. If you're applying to Oxford or Cambridge, you have to apply to Jardine Scholarship.
Okay, we have heard a lot kan tentang bagaimana kamu hanya nyampe ke Oxford, but now we're gonna talk about kayak Oxford sebenarnya gimana sih? I mean, you have already give us a little bit spoiler kan tentang how does it different with other kind of UK universities kan. But salah satu yang striking gitu kan. is- sebelum kita ngobrol di sini, one of the striking karena kamu punya interest in a lot of areas kan. You have a lot of areas in biomedical engineering, you have in AI, in aerospace, and now I just learned karena emang itu akhirnya kenapa you decided to study engineering kan. And how does Oxford actually fulfill your curiosity in a sense? Karena kamu punya keinginan buat belajar sebanyak itu, does it actually hold up to your expectation?
Yes, I think so. Especially my engineering program. Karena kalau di Oxford itu agak beda ya programnya sama engineering di tempat lain. Our engineering includes 2 years of general engineering. Jadi the first 2 years di kemarin, 2 tahun kemarin ini, aku tuh belajar semua aspek of engineering. And aku bener-bener tahu kayak in depth gitu apa yang bakal lu lakukan in every aspect. Kalau chemical, kalau mechanical, kalau ambil bio, kalau ambil software engineering itu bakal kayak gimana nantinya. Nah, abis itu ini third year aku habis ambil modul yang aku beneran mau, aku beneran suka gitu. Aku ambil 5 modul, and I chose software engineering and biomedical modeling basically. And I think this program is like perfect for me karena I didn't actually know what kind of engineering I wanted to do at first. So this program actually gives me like it was an eye opener because before I applied to Oxford, I thought I would do aerospace engineering. You know, my personal statement, everything was like, okay, I want to do an aerospace engineering. I want to be like the best female aerospace engineer in the world or something. And then when I got into Oxford, I actually studied aerospace. I realized that it's not for me. You know, it's not that like I hate it, no, but I just found something else that I think is better and it fits well with my strengths gitu, which is biomedical. So it was amazing that the program can allow me to actually, you know, pick again gitu, choose a second time what I really want to do. And yeah, I think Oxford is the greatest place to actually study engineering, I think.
Ya, aku tadi begitu aku dengar yang cerita kamu waktu kamu interview tadi kan, about they actually value your thinking process rather than your final answer.
Yeah.
Itu in a sense makes sense karena a lot of problems, especially in engineering kan, that we are gonna face. Itu emang kita kan nggak tahu jawabannya apa.
Yeah,
We
benar.
just have this problem and we don't know how we solve it, and that's why engineering exists kan. How to solve this problem. So what's the point if you just know the final answer of an existed problem without
That's
knowing
true.
the thinking process of it? Yeah.
That's so true. Yeah. And I think now that you mention it, the academic interview itu sebenarnya sistemnya kayak tutorial gitu. Jadi kayaknya mereka tuh mau lihat, oh kalau pakai sistem tutorial kayak gini, can you do it? Yeah, they're also searching for like students that can interact well and engage well in the tutorial setting, right? So I think that's why they did that. It was really cool when you think about it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tadi kayak
Tapi ya
one of the
begitulah.
misconception yang tapi kayak one of the misconception yang kadang orang tadi ini back to your story kayak bagaimana akhirnya you decided to do biomedical and software engineering kan. And when you first kayak kamu intended to study aerospace engineering, kayak a lot of people actually thought kalau kita yang study abroad kita really have a fixed plan gitu loh. Kita habis ini mau apa, kita habis ini mau apa. But in the reality is most of us will actually find those kind of eye opener experience kan, dimana kita bahkan tahu sesuatu yang sebenarnya kita nggak pernah dengar sebelumnya.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
I think that's what happened to you kan sebenarnya, kayak akhirnya
Yeah.
kamu memutuskan to study biomedical and software engineering rather than sticking with your first choice in aerospace.
Yeah, and I think that's the best way, the best path that I can possibly think of. Coba bayangin kayak lu baru lulus SMA, terus disuruh milih langsung gitu, kayak mau engineering apa, mau mechanical, mau nanoparticle, mau materials engineering, ayo pilih. Padahal kita belum tahu gitu what you will actually study. Karena we don't have engineering in our SMA curriculum, right? So
True.
it's just nonsense to me to expect you to pick something and then commit to it for the next 4 years and then graduate with cum laude and then expect you to be like on top of the world because you just graduated from Oxford or something. So I just feel like, yeah, you have to think about it and reflect on yourself more. Terus bener-bener pick something that you actually love and passionate about. Karena you really won't survive kalau misalnya you don't love what you're doing gitu.
Ya, kayak kita udah ngobrol banyak sih kayak bagaimana how cool Oxford is in a sense kan, kayak tadi kau cerita. But how is your experience itself tuh, kayak pernah nggak sih kayak ngerasa di mana moments that you regret, bukan regret sih tapi kayak moments you're finding it really hard to survive in Oxford?
There are a lot of a lot of hard times, obviously, and I think it's just very intimidating at times because your friends here, they're all like, when I first got to Oxford, I believe I wasn't the only one to say like, oh, I don't deserve to be here, like everyone here is like amazing, they're probably like the top students on like all the schools around the world or something, but and it was so intimidating at first, and I find it really hard to believe that I am studying in the same area with Nobel Prize winners or like with professors that, have projects with NASA, have like jet engines with Rolls-Royce, or have like the biggest mathematical institution in the world. It's just like, it's so out of my mind to think about it sometimes. And I think the expectations from people towards you being in a good university is just overwhelming sometimes as well. It's kind of like, okay, you have a big stepping stone and we expect you to be on top of everyone else as well. And I think that's the hardest part for me to kind of digest, because I'm obviously not perfect and I'm still like raba-raba juga gitu kan. So it's just really hard to like set aside those expectations and just enjoy the flow. I just want to make my family proud, I just want to be here, enjoy my time, live life to the fullest, and graduate and not have regrets, because it's a once in a lifetime thing and I want to actually do it well.
How did it change you though, kayak selama kamu 3 tahun di Oxford? Is something you had changed setelah kamu mengalami this kind of beautiful, sad, amazing, tragic experiences along your study in Oxford?
There's a lot of changes, yeah. I used to not be confident in myself. Oh no, actually before Oxford I was very confident. Karena I was like, oh, I got into Oxford, I'm very confident now. That means I'm smart enough gitu kan. But then I got into Oxford, I see the people, I got overwhelmed by all the doors opening in front of me. So all the opportunities are suddenly like endless. Kayak there are endless things that you can achieve. You can accomplish everything now. Okay, you can be just like them. You can go to that pathway. You can choose whatever you want and actually excel in your field gitu. And that was very overwhelming. So I kind of lost my confidence for a bit. I was very like, I didn't know what to do. So before I realized I wanted to do biomedical engineering, it was the phase in my life where I was just like intimidated by a lot of things. I couldn't go to the societies that I enjoy anymore. Karena I am scared of people being like cooler than me and then try to ask me questions and I wouldn't be able to answer this kind of thing. And then I would be like, just having a bad day in general. And then even my tutors kind of see that. Kayak every time I go to a tutorial, mereka kayak, are you okay? Why don't you ask questions, for example? Because I was just having a lot of thoughts in my head. But then I think the past 3 years kind of taught me to it taught me perseverance as well. So I remember whenever I'm having hard time, I would always go back to my family and I talk to my mom, I talk to my dad, especially to my brother, because he also like went through all these stages of being in the uni and stuff, and he helped me a lot. They gave me a lot of good advices, my friends as well. So I tackle everything by having great people around me, basically. I have friends that I study with. I have friends that go through all this hardship in Oxford, all the intense terms, all the stress and depression stages together. And I think because of them, yeah, it kind of gives me strength. And then after a while, I also found my joy in life, which is like biomedical engineering. I remember when I was like, when I first knew that I wanted to do biomed, itu I lagi kayak pergi ke talk, I think, by a professor in biomed engineering, and then I cried. I literally cried my eyes out karena I tiba-tiba kayak, oh my god, this is what I want to do in my life. Terus I cried so much, and then yeah, I just become better. So, but I don't think those kind of phases, yeah, but you know, okay, these kind of stories, they always happen, right? You have ups and downs in your life, and I think you learn from it, and that's the point of it, you know. Okay, you grow from it, you learn from all these steps that you take, and then it will shape you into whoever you want, whoever you are right now.
Yeah, I think that's one of the
Gitu.
things that people don't talk tentang. It's not just Oxford, but a lot of people are studying abroad kan. Because we have this, kayak kita membawa nama di punggung gak sih, kayak kamu udah meninggalkan Indonesia, and then you kayak you have a lot of support from your family and friends. You have to leave everything that you already built, and then they expect you to perform really well. But kita juga di sini kadang merasa bahwa it's so hard sometimes. Kayak kamu tadi cerita bahwa apalagi kamu di Oxford gitu kan, other people expect you to be on top of your game, and there are some days that you are not. It's simply like that because that's life gitu kan.
Yes, that's true.
Is there a thing though kayak what people don't understand about Oxford, kayak
Misconception?
people always think kayak kind of misconception yang people seems forgot or maybe just ignore about this. Oxford is just different in a sense.
Actually, there are a few things, yeah. Okay, maybe the most wholesome one will be so many people think that Oxford is impossible to reach, or like it's impossible to get into Oxford. Because like I also thought of that before coming to Oxford, right? And I think that's so, I disagree with that a lot. It's not true. Orang-orang Indo, kita semua itu hebat banget loh. Kita tuh kreatif banget. We're smart. We're interesting people. The world needs us. So if you think that Oxford is just a dream, is like dreams away, then you got to be more confident and actually just be brave and apply to Oxford, or like to any dream school that you have in mind. You have to believe in yourself and try. I think that's like the first misconception. The second one, I think this is kind of personal actually, but I think many people think that going to better schools mean you'll get taught by better lecturers. So that's not true. Karena lecturers di sini, they can be very good on their game. Like they are like the best in their field probably. You can be very good at statistics, like at machine learning, but not be able to actually teach someone multiplication or like addition. So I think that's the case in Oxford as well. Kayak you can't expect coming here and then aku bakal diajarin sama profesor-profesor yang hebat-hebat dan mereka semua jago ngajarnya gitu. And then I will understand everything and it will guarantee me success. No. Going to Oxford, graduating from here, it doesn't guarantee you success. You have to work hard. Actually, we have to self-learn a lot here. Karena termnya kecil, sedikit pendek banget kan. So we have to self-learn a lot. Even the holidays that I told you, it's actually not holidays. It's revising days. So
I could definitely relate to that.
Yes. Yeah, makanya so
no holidays, just like lecture free period.
Yeah, it's just lecture free, but you still need to revise every day.
Exactly.
I know, and yeah, so that is the biggest misconception, that going to Oxford means like best lecturer, best like it will guarantee you success or something. No, you still have to work really hard, and you can't just sit down and then take everything and leave. No, you have to do something about it as
Still
well.
depends on you kan, how
Yeah.
hard you work. Because in the end, kayak
That's
meskipun how great the people are teaching you, how great are your tutors, how great your uni, the facilities that you got in any kind of uni, it depends on you whether if you want to do it or not, if you want to work hard for it or not. And yeah, it doesn't just apply for Oxford kan, just for
Yes.
anywhere else. It just depends on how strong your motivation in how motivation is and how bad you really want to do it kan.
Yes, that's true.
Oke. Actually sebenarnya dari tadi aku kayak dengerin kalian ngomongin tentang engineering stuff, I cannot relate at all. Because aku dari
Maaf ya. Maaf.
dari ini sih human science, tapi kayak knowing that kalian sangat passionate. Iya, sangat passionate ngomongin itu kayak bikin aku jadi senang juga sih dengerinnya. Dan I've seen that Kezia itu juga punya very unique personality di sini. Jadi kayak dari tadi kayak Cheris, ada downs-nya tetap juga Cheris, terus juga you manage to make a YouTube channel juga. It was something yang mungkin orang tuh jarang gitu loh mau komit ngelakuin itu gitu. Nah sebenarnya apa sih what motivate you behind that YouTube channel itself? Apakah kayak from the beginning kamu pengen sharing about how you experience your life there, atau emang itu adalah pelarian kamu dari hectic life di Oxford itu sendiri?
Pelarian.
Wah, pelarian loh. Apa ya? Well, I think it's mostly just like a hobby sebenarnya. Awalnya juga karena my mom yang kasih tahu aja gitu kayak, oh, kayaknya kamu bisa deh, udah bikin YouTube channel aja kalau misalnya lagi waktu senggang gitu. Dan I actually did. Jadi pas pertama kali bikin videonya gitu, I actually enjoyed it gitu. And I think one of the most important thing is that I don't mind being in the public eye. That's the first thing. Karena there are a lot of responsibilities in being in the public eye, and then sharing your journey to other people. And I really love how whenever I uploaded something or like sharing something in like a podcast or doing like this kind of talks, like people will sometimes message me and say like, oh my gosh, that just motivated me a lot. Like tiba-tiba aku jadi pengen study gitu, atau enggak tiba-tiba aku jadi ngerasa sangat confident dan aku bener-bener pengen pursue my dreams. And I think it's the best thing, it's the best feeling ever to hear those kind of things, you know, to be able to inspire them or to help them just find their motivation, or help them to, okay, I will take the first step to do something, and it might change their lives. And I think that's one of the main thing why I did YouTube, other than the fact that editing video is quite fun as well. I find it like a hobby now. Yeah. Plus, it's kind of like an archive of your journey as well, right? Because my motto in life is to have my own personal development every single day. So I want to grow every day. I want to just improve myself to become a better person every day, right? So having these kind of videos is kind of like looking back to how much I've grown in the past few years, and it's kind of like my archive of my life kind of thing. So it's really fun.
Yeah. Aku yang kayak mendengar ceritamu dari tadi, gimana kamu go to Oxford and stuff tuh, I really noticed kalau you're always surrounded by people that are supporting you, and it's not just your family. I mean, your family is, I think, is your biggest support system kan. Your dad, your mom, and your brother. But also kayak simple as your teacher. Tadi kau bilang your headmaster in the school, gimana. And even your friends that supporting you to grow. And do you find it as a privilege though, having this kind of support system that supports you every single day?
It definitely is, yeah. Having met such great people, having a family that supports me all the time, encourage me how do I say this? They encourage me a lot, but they don't push me to like I have to accomplish this. I have to be like this. No, but they just accept me for who I am. But they also encourage me to do the things that I want to do, and I think that is a privilege in itself. And having support system like this means that I have someone to consult to whenever I have like hardships or difficulties in my life, and I'm just utterly grateful for that every single day. I really do. And I try to be someone like that as well. I want to be a dependable person where someone else can just come to me and consult to me, and I think that will be my ultimate goal in the future.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that though. Actually, what's your end goal? I mean, because you're talking about you have this kind of support. Is it your end goal? You want to give back to the people, to everyone else that doesn't have the opportunity right now?
Yeah. Yes.
So what kind is there any single kayak just your ultimate goal? What do you really want to achieve? And once you achieve it and you say I did my best gitu.
Well, I guess at the end of the day, I want people to see me as who I am, not based on their expectations or what I could accomplish as a person. So I want to be seen as Kezia. I want to be seen as someone that is capable of growth, that is capable of change. I can change to become a better person every day. I'm not perfect, but I'm always trying my best in everything I do. So every single opportunities I face in my life, I will just take it, I will do my best, and I will grow. And I want to be seen as Kezia that that is stable and that you can depend on as well. So yeah, that's my ultimate goal.
Oh, that's actually super ini sih,
Yeah,
memotivasi
we support
sih.
you. Semoga bisa tercapai ya one
Yeah.
day. I mean, we believe in you sih.
Yeah, but
Definitely.
ini sebenarnya agak personal question sih. Cuman
Yeah.
kayak capek nggak sih kayak strive for the best like every single
Sure.
day kayak gitu.
Kalau ditanya capek atau enggak, capek itu kan kayak it's just a moment when you're tired because like you're doing a lot of things at the same time. Tapi kayak I really enjoy doing whatever I'm doing right now. So trying my best in it means it's an accomplishment to me. Jadi kayak I feel like that's how I define success, which is like trying my best. Of course, like I can't be like at my ultimate 100% level all the time kayak doing something terus kayak udah aku pasti selalu full on power all the time. That will be like crazy, right? But I know at that circumstance I have done my best. I've tried. I have prepared and I did my best in that time. So it's kind of like it's enough, and telling yourself, okay, I learned something from it. If I think I can do better next time, then I will do. And I will do better next time, you know? So it's more of situational, and you gotta be realistic. You have to be kind to yourself as well, you know? You can't just like beat yourself up every time you feel like your expectations are not reached. Because kaya, what's the level? How do you kind of measure how much you've tried? Like whether this is the best you can do or not, right? There's no measure in it. There's no quantifying that. So it's more of like you just do what you can in that specific moment, and then think and then reflect on it and say, okay, I think that's my best, and the next time I will do my best as well, which is probably going to be better than the ones before, and that means I have grown as a person. And I think that's how my personal development is kind of like, that's my motto in my life.
Yeah. It's really inspiring to you. Udah kayak listening from you kayak emang you always say strive for the best but also be kind to yourself karena sometimes you just forget it kan.
Yeah.
We always just try to do everything and we neglect the well-being of ourselves. And kayak
That's true. And it all depends on your expectations as well. Oh, sorry. Yes. It all depends on your expectations. Yeah.
We have heard your story dari bagaimana kamu kecil kepingin emang kuliah di luar negeri kan, dari tadi you mention about kamu enak sama Indonesian education system, dan sampai sekarang kamu udah third year now in Oxford kan, so then you plan to graduate next year with the integrated master. Do you have already plans what you're going to do next, because the time just flies so fast kan in our time, and then tiba-tiba kayak kamu setahun depan udah lulus, you already have thoughts kayak kamu ngapain after you finish with your master?
I do have a little bit of a plan, not a very concrete plan though, just a tentative one for now. I want to, after I graduate masters from Oxford, hopefully if I graduate, I will go and hopefully, yes, believe in myself, confidence. Yeah, I will. I will apply to and get a job, I think, in the UK for a while. So I really want to learn about the work culture here, and I think we have a lot of things to learn about from the work culture in the UK itself. And then because I'm doing biomedical engineering, which is probably a lot of research, we need a lot of funding as well if I want to actually innovate something. So I think there are more opportunities that I can do here in the UK first. So I'm looking into like a few years of working full time here in the UK. And then maybe if I get the chance or the opportunity to come back to Asia or to Indonesia, I will definitely do it. And I don't know, get married or something. I want to move on to my next life gitu. Yeah, I can't just like study every day, right? It's yeah. Cool.
Kita buktikan bahwa Kezia Tanesha juga manusia, saudara-saudara.
Aku juga mau menikah.
I mean, ini maybe kayak kita juga we haven't touched about it, tapi aku pengen tahu kayak is it hard to maintain this kind of kayak working relationship and you need to maintain your social life and ya kayak you have this situation in Oxford where all of the environment is so demanding kan, they demand you to achieve the best version of yourself. Was it really hard to you to like make friends and then maintain the social life that you really have to and you want to as well kan? Kamu nggak mungkin cuman if you mention cuman masalah cuma study and career doang kan?
Yeah, that's true. I actually need that a lot. Apalagi di Oxford gitu, tiap hari harus study. I actually study every day now, and I feel like if I don't study, I will need to catch up a lot in the end of the term gitu. So I need to study every day, and I think to balance that out, I need to be surrounded by people that I like and that can actually encourage me in my life. Dan untungnya di Oxford itu, there's so many opportunities to hang out with people, to join societies. There are endless societies here, but countless. You can find any kind of society you want to find here in Oxford, and you can actually start a society as well. So I try to pick some, misalnya kayak go to basketball atau nggak go to dance atau nggak go to church community. Abis itu meet people there, and then they also have like talks and events, conferences where you can like consult with your tutors atau nggak consult kayak barusan gitu, misalnya I have difficult times and then I don't really know where to go after this. I usually go to like talks and conferences about engineering and then talk to the professors atau nggak my tutors. So there are a lot of different chances for you to interact and connect with people, and I think that is also my tip of surviving in Oxford or in uni in general. You have to be with someone, you have to connect with people, especially kalau misalnya you mau your uni experience to be memorable and fun and exciting.
I see, ya bener sih.
Exciting,
ya kayak kamu benar-benar cherish every moment yang ada di Oxford, dan itu sepertinya benar-benar fits well in your personality gitu, kayak and you adapt gitu intinya kayak.
I could say berarti kalau Oxford it really fits your personality kan, dimana kamu they allow you to grow, but in the sense that you also find yourself. They don't just push you too hard to the point that you cannot do it anymore, but they always support you in every single step, and also having a really strong support system from your friends, your family, and also people around you. I think it what keeps you motivated juga nggak sih sampai sekarang, just beside your strong personal motivation. Yeah. Is that because a lot of people are actually facing the same journey kan, kayak trying to find themselves, trying to just go through by their day. Is there anything that you can share with them, kayak ada pesan gitu yang mau disampaikan buat teman-teman yang still struggling to find the traction to just face the day gitu misalnya?
Yeah, so I think it's good to remind ourselves kalau kita semua ini punya our own journey. So I have my own journey, you have your own journey. We're all different. We have different journeys. So don't compare yourself to other people or even me gitu, kayak oh Kezia ke Oxford, I want to be like her, terus kayak you pengennya journey-nya sama gitu, persis sama I. You can't possibly get that. You can't achieve that thing because it's just not possible. It's not how the world works. So you can be inspired, but you should still focus on making the best out of your own circumstances. So misalnya kamu sekarang nih sekolahnya di negeri, kamu mungkin gak bisa ngambil A level atau IB atau SAT, then do what you can do with that circumstances that you're in that environment, in the facilities that is given to you, in every single privilege that you have to just make the best out of the circumstances. Dan jangan berkecil hati kalau misalnya kamu sampai gagal atau nggak mencapai ekspektasi kamu sendiri, karena it can just be because it's not for you gitu. Maybe you can try the other pathway atau you can try again gitu. So that's how life works, and I think you kalau misalnya you jatuh, then bangun lagi and do your best in every single circumstances. Yeah, that's my pesan.
Thank you. So I think it hits a lot of us sih, kayak bagaimana trying to maximizing every single opportunity that we got kan. Okay, and thank you so much Kezia for sharing with us. Is there kayak kalau if
Thank
people want
you.
to reach out to you, want to find where they can find you in Instagram, YouTube, or maybe you could share your socials to us?
Yes, so YouTube, Instagram, what else? Email,
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. Yeah, you can find me in every single social media probably. So, yeah, reach out to me and I will answer whatever questions you guys might have. So,
Okay, so this is 15 Menitan. Thank you so much Kezia for sharing.
Thank you for
your
having
amazing
me.
story. Looking forward to meet you again some days, and we just really hope that you could reach every single goal that you have in mind, and we believe you will make it sih. So, ya ini udah 15 menitan, suatu podcast official dari Emang, di mana kita membagi cerita generasi muda yang masih berjuang untuk masa depan mereka dan masa depan Indonesia. Jangan lupa follow kami di Instagram @15menitan dan @emang.id. Subscribe di platform podcast favorit kalian, Spotify, Apple Podcast, or wherever you listen to podcast too. And also subscribe, like, and comment in our YouTube channel. This is 15 menitan, and see you next week. Bye bye.
Bye.